Without warning, the honey badger charges straight ahead. Its opponent is immediately met with the pressure of its speed, quick reflexes, and relentless determination. Its thick skin, sharp claws, and fearless defensive response turn many encounters into tense standoffs, even when larger predators appear. The honey badger is not quick to back down. What has made this small animal such a symbol of fearlessness in the wild? Across vast stretches of sun-scorched sand, venomous snakes are symbols of silence and lightning-fast ambushes. They rely on exceptional speed, precise strikes, and powerful venom to gain the advantage. Yet even these strengths are put to the test by the honey badger, an animal known for challenging the limits of survival. The snake repeatedly strikes to maintain a safe distance. The honey badger does not retreat. Instead, it advances with short, deliberate steps, keeping constant pressure on its opponent. Its thick, loose skin around the neck allows it to twist with remarkable flexibility, reducing some of the risk during close encounters. While the snake commits fully to preventing the honey badger from closing in, the honey badger calmly continues forward, narrowing the distance one step at a time. The gap grows smaller with every moment. The honey badger continues pressing forward, making it increasingly difficult for the snake to maintain a safe buffer. The strikes continue, but with less room to take advantage of its speed, the snake gradually loses its position. Then, at exactly the right moment, the honey badger moves in decisively and quickly gains the advantage. In this unforgiving landscape, neither size nor venom determines every outcome. The deciding factors are resilience and the ability to seize the right opportunity. In nature, it is often the most persistent survivor that earns the chance to move forward. In Africa's wild landscapes, the spotted hyena is one of the most effective predators. An adult can weigh up to 190 pounds and possesses an exceptionally powerful bite. It is not only a skilled hunter, but can also stand up to lions when it has the advantage of numbers. Yet when it faces a honey badger, a much smaller opponent weighing only about 30 pounds, but known for its remarkable determination, the encounter becomes far less predictable. As the confrontation begins, the hyenas surround the honey badger and constantly change positions, searching for a safe angle to approach. This is how they apply pressure to stubborn opponents. Whenever one hyena moves too close, the honey badger immediately turns to face it, raises its fur, bares its teeth, and charges directly at the hesitant challenger, forcing it to back away. After several minutes of tense maneuvering, the hyenas still cannot find a safe opportunity to move in, while the honey badger continues its determined defensive response. Across this landscape, determination and persistence can sometimes allow a much smaller animal to withstand pressure from far stronger rivals. In Africa's wild landscapes, a single lion's roar is enough to put many animals on alert. An adult male can weigh up to 400 pounds with powerful muscles, strong jaws, and the ability to bring down large prey. As one of the top predators, a lion rarely has reason to hesitate. Even so, there is one small animal that is willing to stand its ground, the honey badger. In an open clearing, a lone honey badger finds itself surrounded by several young lions. The difference in size is dramatic. A single well-timed pounce could place the honey badger at a serious disadvantage. Instead of retreating, it shifts into an active defensive posture, raising its fur, giving a sharp warning call and charging directly toward the nearest lion. Its quick, decisive responses force the young lions to keep their distance. Even when approached from behind, the honey badger's low body and thick, loose skin allow it to turn quickly and respond. Its determined defense soon makes every cautious approach far more risky for the young lions. Most encounters like this do not begin as hunting attempts. Young lions often approach out of curiosity, but determined resistance quickly replaces curiosity with caution. As a result, these rare encounters usually end when the lions choose to stop. Not because they are overmatched, but because confronting a honey badger rarely offers a reward that justifies the risk. The African rock python is one of the largest reptiles on the continent. A fully grown adult can exceed 13 feet in length and weigh more than 100 pounds. Its greatest advantage lies in its powerful body and remarkable constricting ability, allowing it to overpower a wide range of prey. Even against this giant, the honey badger enters the encounter with its trademark determination. Amid the dense grass, the honey badger is suddenly wrapped in several tight coils by the rock python. The python maintains steady pressure with its powerful coils, making it increasingly difficult for the honey badger to move. Just then, two jackals appear, moving closer as they watch the struggle unfold. The arrival of the two jackals adds even more pressure to the encounter. The moment the coils loosen slightly, the honey badger twists free. Without missing the opportunity, it turns back, using its powerful jaws and sharp claws to regain the advantage. Within just a few minutes, the situation shifts dramatically. The challenge is not over. As the python loses its advantage, the two jackals move in again, ready to take advantage of any opportunity that appears. Despite the exhausting struggle, the honey badger stands its ground, raises its fur, lets out sharp hisses, and repeatedly charges forward whenever they come too close, forcing them to hesitate before finally backing away. The encounter shows that nature is always full of uncertainty. The arrival of the jackals changed the course of the confrontation, creating the brief opportunity the honey badger needed to escape an unfavorable situation. For the honey badger, wild honey is one of the most rewarding food sources. To reach this liquid gold, it must face African honeybees, one of nature's most determined defensive forces. A single hive can contain thousands of bees, each ready to defend it with a sting. For many animals, one wave of defensive activity is enough to drive them away. For the honey badger, it is simply another obstacle on the way to a valuable source of energy. The honey badger can remember and relocate familiar food sources, helping it conserve energy while foraging. As soon as it finds a hive, the honey badger quickly uses its sharp claws to break through the outer layers. Even while surrounded by bees, it continues opening the hive, feeding on honey and nutrient-rich bee larvae. The honey provides sugar, while the larvae supply protein and fat, essential energy that supports its constantly active lifestyle. Once it has had enough, the honey badger moves on, leaving the bees to continue protecting their hive. In the wild, no meal comes without effort. Every source of food is earned through persistence, adaptation, and endurance. In the wild, crocodiles are true masters of the wetlands. A full-grown individual can exceed 16 feet in length, weigh more than 1,000 pounds, and possess an exceptionally powerful bite. For many animals, simply approaching the water's edge places them at a disadvantage. Once on land, however, the crocodile's advantage is no longer absolute. Even so, a honey badger rarely has the upper hand against a large crocodile in the water. An opportunity comes only when the opponent is a young crocodile resting on a sandy bank to warm itself in the sun. At that moment, the honey badger quickly shifts from watching to closing the distance. Its low body and exceptional agility make it difficult for the young crocodile to take full advantage of its powerful jaws. The encounter becomes a test of patience rather than raw strength. Only when the young crocodile leaves an opening does the honey badger move in to gain control of the situation. With smaller individuals, the outcome can sometimes provide the honey badger with an energy-rich meal. The honey badger's remarkable reputation does not come from challenging every powerful opponent. It comes from choosing the right moment and the right opponent. Even an animal as determined as the honey badger gains the advantage only by making the right choice at the right time. The honey badger stands out not because of its size, but because of the speed and precision of its responses, even before danger becomes fully apparent. For this small mammal, moving forward is not always about winning. It is often about creating space and making a larger opponent think twice. The elephant comes to a stop, then reacts to the small animal approaching near its feet. It uses a front foot to drive the honey badger away, stamping the ground and sending dust into the air as a clear warning. Each time the elephant stamps, the honey badger must weave quickly between those enormous steps to avoid being caught in a dangerous position. In another encounter, the difference in size becomes even more obvious when the honey badger faces a gemsbok. Its straight horns can measure nearly 47 inches in length, forming a formidable line of defense against many predators. The honey badger repeatedly changes direction, moving in and pulling back, while the gemsbok's horns create a highly dangerous defensive zone. Just one inaccurate approach is enough for the gemsbok to knock the honey badger aside, forcing it to retreat and avoid further risk. Across Africa's semi-arid regions and dry grasslands, every nutrient-rich food source comes with its own defenses. An ostrich egg can weigh several pounds and has a thick, durable shell, strong enough to discourage many predators. The honey badger relies on more than strength alone. It approaches the challenge with a practical strategy. After finding a nest, it does not immediately try to bite through the shell. Instead, it studies the terrain and rolls the egg toward a solid rock. Repeated impacts gradually weaken the shell until it begins to crack. At that point, the honey badger uses its powerful jaws to open the remaining shell and reach the food inside. In a harsh environment, success depends not only on strength, but also on choosing the right strategy. Next comes the tortoise, a living fortress protected by a highly effective shell. Many predators give up once the tortoise pulls itself inside. For the honey badger, however, the challenge is not over. It patiently repositions the tortoise, searching for a more vulnerable angle. Its strong claws help turn the tortoise onto its side, while its persistence gradually shifts the advantage. Its determination and adaptable approach allow the honey badger to overcome a defense that many other animals leave behind. Not every protective shell is enough against an opponent that is patient and knows how to take advantage of an opening. Every defense has its limits when it meets the right opponent, one persistent enough to find its weakest point. Every encounter involving the honey badger shows that determination and strategy can matter more than size or strength. In the wild, no animal is invincible, only those that know how to adapt and overcome each challenge. The honey badger does not rely on an obvious advantage. Instead, it makes the most of every opportunity that appears. The most memorable animal is not always the strongest. It is the one that knows how to protect its chance to survive. If you enjoy stories like this, be sure to like and subscribe to follow the next adventure.